As great as Wano has been so far in the One Piece storyline, it's gonna be really good when Wano finally finishes. Because besides all the stuff about us wanting to know about what happened to Sabo, Hancock, and Vivi, and then us wanting to know what Blackbeard is planning right now in the One Piece story arc, and then of course what happened with the warlords. There's one more thing that a whole lot of us One Piece fans are like really want to know after Wano finishes, and that's what will the Straw Hats bounties be after Wano? That's a big one because with Wano right now they're taking on two Yonkos of the sea, and we all know with two Yonkos being defeated, that means that the Straw Hat bounties are going to increase so much because of this. But anyway, so today I want to go over what the possibility of the new Straw Hats bounties after Wano. So let's get started with the latest member, Jinbei. So Jinbei is a character that we've known since the pre-time skip. We first saw this guy during Impel Down, where Luffy met him while he was searching for people to help him save his brother Ace during the Impel Down arc. And since then we've just grown with Jinbei since then. And, Jinbei, his current bounty is 438 million berries. And, Jinbei, I feel like after Wano, his bounty is probably going to be around 750 or 800 million berries, or even 650 million berries, just because of the fact that, Jinbei's a former warlord of the sea. And not just that, Jinbei, he betrayed Big Mom, and he survived Big Mom too, and her pirate crew. And not just that, he joined the Straw Hat Pirates. And not just that, he got involved in an attack on another emperor, which being Kaido. So I feel like Jinbei's bounty is going to increase at least over 650 million berries, possibly to 750 million berries, just because of the fact that all the stuff he did during the whole Cake Island arc, him being a part of Big Mom's crew and deserting Big Mom. And then not just that, a former warlord joining the crew of one of the biggest new gen pirates right now, which is Luffy. So his bounty, I feel like his bounty will be 750 or even 600 million berries. But next person we have after after Jinbei is Brook. Brook is a very underrated one in the Straw Hat Pirates. Brook is my dude. Brook, he's very underrated compared to the other Straw Hats, just because of the fact that he's not really done much compared to the other Straw Hats. The biggest thing that he did was during the whole Cake Island arc, where he was able to get Big Mom's poneglyph, and his brief clash with Big Mom. But I feel like his bounty will increase a little bit more. So his current bounty in the series is 83 million berries. But I feel like after Wano, his bounty will possibly increase past the 100 million, barrier. I'm thinking that his bounty might be 130 million berries or even more than that. Brook, he's very underrated. I don't expect him to get a huge increase, but I don't expect him to, also have a very low bounty like he currently does now. I feel like his bounty might increase by 100 million, but besides Brook, we have Franky. Franky, like I said before, he's another underrated one. Besides, Brook, Franky, he's not really had much to do in Wano, except for, his big fight with Sasaki in the last few chapters. And he was actually able to beat Sasaki. So just like Brook, I feel like Franky will possibly increase by 100 million berries. I feel like he's going to have 194 million berries, or they're probably going to increase it to 200 million berries, which I would really like if they did, because Franky, he's very underrated. He's a very underrated character, very underrated Straw Hat. You know what I'm saying? I feel like he deserves a bounty that's at least 200 million after Wano, in my opinion. Now the big one, Nico Robin. So Nico Robin's bounty right now is 130 million berries. But like, okay, so I know with Brook and Franky, I didn't really increase their bounties that much. And with Jinbei, I increased his because he's a former warlord, and because of the fact that he was a part of an Emperor's crew before he betrayed them and joined the Straw Hats, and all that stuff. And then of course his big fight with Who's Who, and all the stuff that we learned about Who's Who and the government, it makes sense why his bounty would possibly increase if Jinbei's able to defeat Who's Who in the next upcoming chapters. But like Robin, her bounty currently right now in this series is 130 million berries. But I feel like Robin might get a huge increase in her bounty. I feel like Robin might get her bounty might increase to 500 million or even 1 billion berries. Now y'all are probably wondering, why is her bounty so high? Like, I feel like her bounty might increase very high just because of the fact that, she's like the most important character in this series right now. And after Wano, that means that the Straw Hats have 3 of the poneglyphs, and that means that Robin would have read 3 of the poneglyphs now after everything that's happened on Wano. And the world government knowing how dangerous Robin is, because she's like literally the last person in the entire One Piece story arc that can like read the poneglyphs, that can help Luffy and the crew find the One Piece, and not just that, Robin, she's wanted by everybody, Blackbeard, the world government, she's wanted by everybody. So I feel like after Wano, once they get another poneglyph, I feel like Robin could be like a top priority that the government wants because of just how important she is, just how important she is, just to the fact that she can read the poneglyphs, she's really like the most like. She's like the MVP of the Straw Hats, If they don't have her, then they can't find the One Piece without her, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like her bounty is going to increase to possibly 500 million or 1 billion berries. But then again, I feel like that's too high for Robin. I feel like they might just increase it to 300 million berries for Robin, or even 330 million berries for Robin. But like, besides Robin, we have Chopper. And now Chopper is the Straw Hat that gets clowned the most when it comes to bounties, man. And I'm just like, bruh, when y'all gonna give, Chopper an actual bounty? I'm waiting for Chopper to get an actual bounty, I feel like, Chopper hasn't really done much this Wano arc besides, he's mainly been, he had a brief clash with Queen, right? But now Sanji dealing with Queen. And then, Chopper, he's mainly been, helping, healing, the everyone that's the casualties, on Wano right now. So I feel like Chopper might possibly get an actual bounty now, which I think he might get like, I don't know, like 50 million berries. I feel like he might get 50 million berries if they really decide to, if Oda really decides to stop that clowning of Chopper's bounty. But like, if not, then I think he might just have, 300 berries as his bounty, which would just suck, They need to stop downplaying, Chopper, just give him an official bounty. But like, besides, Chopper, Sanji, my boy Sanji. So I feel like Sanji will have a bounty increase. Just because of the fact that, Sanji, he's one of the big ones right now in Wano right now, He's fighting Queen right now. And, Queen, he's one of the top beast pirates under Kaido. So I feel like Sanji will have a bounty, an increased bounty, but like I feel like it's gonna be like the previous bounties that Sanji had, where it's gonna be his name. It's gonna be because of his name that he gets an increase. With how it's because of how he had Vince Smoke in his name in the last bounty, right? That his bounty increased so high, but like I feel like this time he's gonna have a bounty, but as Sober Mask, and I feel like his bounty is gonna increase by like by 800 million berries or 850 million berries, because, Sanji, I feel like his bounty is just going to increase because of that, after beating, Queen. But, but who knows, man. Sanji's bounty might not increase that high, I feel like my bounty my bounty numbers are, you know, a little bit too high. But like after Sanji, there's Usopp. And, you know, Usopp, he's another wild card. I feel like Usopp is gonna have 500 million berries. And you know, why would Usopp have, you know, what's it called, this high of bounty? I can see, you know, News Morgue. I can see them, you know, giving, you know, Usopp this ridiculous amount of a bounty just because of the fact that they might give him credit for, you know, for being able to, you know, pull off all these gifters that were on Kaido's team and then having them side with Usopp and, you know, Luffy's team. I can see them doing something like that, like how they did that with Usopp and, you know, everybody during the Dressrosa arc. But like, you know, I feel like Usopp would have a 500 million berries as his bounty, or 450 million, you know, berries as his bounty. I feel like that'd be a good bounty for him. But you know, Nami, I feel like she's gonna get a really good increase in her bounty too. I feel like Nami, she might get, you know, 100 million added to her, or even 150, 200 million added to her bounty, just because of the fact that, you know, she beat OT, and then, you know, she stole Big Mom's, you know, she stole Zeus from Big Mom, and that'd be a big way to increase Nami's bounty. So I feel like Nami will probably have 160 million berries or even 200 million berries, just because of the fact that she took down OT, and then, you know, because of the fact that she also took, you know, Zeus away from Big Mom. But like after Nami, we now have Zoro, my homie, besides Sanji, you know what I'm saying, and Luffy. You know, then again, all the Straw Hats, I love all the Straw Hats, but like Zoro, you know, he's another big one that I feel is going to get a huge increase in bounty. So I feel like Zoro will have a bounty in the range of 900 million to 1 billion, just because of the fact of all the stuff he's done so far. He was able to injure Kaido, you know. Zoro's just been doing so much in, you know, in Wano so far. And I feel like Zoro is not done yet. I feel like he's going to have a fight possibly against King, or he's possibly going to have a rematch against, you know, against Kaido. He's possibly going to help Luffy and Yamato face Kaido one more time, you know. But like, I feel like Zoro is gonna get a significant, you know, boost up in his bounty. But like I said, I feel like it's gonna be around 900, or between 900 and 1 billion berries. But like after Zoro, we have Monkey D. Luffy, you know, the captain of the Straw Hats. And you know, a whole lot of people I've seen out there have said that, you know, Luffy might get, you know, a bounty of 5 billion berries, and I'm like, bruh, that's too much so far, dude. Like, how y'all trying to give him a bounty, you know, that's not even like, y'all trying to give him a bounty that's higher than, you know, Shanks, you know, and all these other emperors in the series right now. Like, I don't think Luffy's gonna have that high of a bounty yet. I feel like Luffy's bounty after Wano will possibly be between 2 billion berries and 3 billion berries, because of the fact that, you know, Wano is now a territory of Luffy's, you know, and the fact that Luffy took down 2 emperors of the sea, you know, and that he got another rogue poneglyph. His bounty is going to increase because of all those feats that he did in the story arc, you know. I feel like Luffy's bounty will be between 2 billion berries and 3 billion berries. And, you know, besides the you know, the 10 canon Straw Hats that we have, I also want to talk about Carrot and Yamato if they do join after Wano. So Carrot is also another wild card, because, you know, Carrot hasn't really done that much in Wano besides, you know, face off against Pespero and sadly losing to Pespero. But I feel like Carrot will face off against Pespero again. You know, I feel like she'll get another shot at Pespero, but like Carrot's bounty, I feel like, you know, the thing that they can do with Carrot is that they can do, you know, a scenario like they've done with Chopper so far, where she's another pet, you know, of the Straw Hats, and they give her a very low bounty like they've done with Chopper. But I feel like, you know, Carrot might get an actual bounty, and her first official bounty might be, you know, 50 million berries, or even, you know, 15 million berries, 30 million berries, or even 50 million berries, you know, as her first bounty. But then, Yamato, another wild card. You know, Yamato, I feel like Yamato's going to get a very big bounty as their first bounty. I feel like, you know, because after Wano, you know, the world government's possibly going to know of Kaido's, you know, child being Yamato, Yamato being, you know, the child of, you know, an emperor of the sea. And then with everything that's going to happen on Wano, I feel like Yamato's bounty might be around 300 million berries, or they could possibly do something where they have Yamato's bounty be a mirror of, you know, of Ace's bounty. And Ace's bounty before his death was 550 million berries, you know. I'm really thinking that they might do a mirroring of, you know, of Ace's bounty, but with Yamato as, you know, Yamato's first, you know, bounty number. But like, I don't know, man, like the Straw Hats bounty numbers, it can be anything, but I feel like at least with, you know, Luffy, Zoro, and Sanji, I feel like with Luffy, he's gonna have somewhere between 2 billion or 3 billion berries, because there's no way that, you know, Luffy's gonna have that high a bounty, higher than Shanks, Blackbeard, you know what I'm saying? But then again, it's gonna be the defeat of two emperors in the sea, and you know, with two emperors being defeated, that already like changes the tide of, you know, of how the One Piece, you know, the One Piece story arc, you know, like how, like, you know, the power, you know, it's gonna change, it's gonna shift the power of how, you know, how you know, the One Piece, you know, series has been so far. But then again, they've already done that by, you know, by removing the warlords. And then, you know, Zoro, I feel like he'll have 900 million or 1 billion. And then, you know, Sanji, I feel like he'll have 800 or, you know, close to 800, 900 million berries. But like, yeah, man. Due to this video coming out, that means that the Ace video is going to be pushed back another week. I know I've said this for like 3 weeks now, but, you know, I just want to go over what the Straw Hat bounties could be possibly after Wano. But like, I think that those could be, like, those numbers could be their bounties after Wano. But like, yeah, man, if y'all enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button. Also subscribe to the channel so you can stay notified when I post. And yeah, more One Piece videos and anime videos coming out. And I'll see y'all next time. Peace.